Today we have with us a couple who is going to offer their first child, second child to the Lord by baptism, Johnson. My dear parents, as you know, we are living in a world today that family life is not really upholding. This week, for example, our beautiful state of New Jersey is going to be in Trenton, discussing if marriage can be between one man and one woman. It's like we have nothing other to discuss. And they are going to see if they are going to legalize that marriage can be between two people of the same sex. And that's why marriage today is being thrown, as we say, roughly to the ground. And that's why I ask you, dear people, in order that the judge will know what love is all about, you continue to love each other. And to love each other is to really appreciate each other, and even when you see the fault of each other, you try to be, as we say, tolerant. And tolerant doesn't mean, oh honey, but really mean it. For many times that you do things that are not really proper, and you say, I'm sorry. For the many times that you really appreciate each other because you see the world has a lot to offer, and you come home and see that the true love is there. To give a kiss and embrace in front of your children, that's the greatest gift you can give. Because you are showing them what love is all about. But then it comes the responsibility. Because this is why we are here today. And the responsibility to be a parent today is a very tough, as we say, responsibility. Because you are planting and somebody else is destroying what you are planting. And that's why you have to be guarded and you have to watch. In a few years, before you know it, you are going to select the education school where your child is going to go. I hope you select Catholic school. Do you like Catholic school? St. Joseph, yeah, put your name there already. The only thing is that we need to know that your education, even to Catholic education, which is the supreme, although we have our defect in our education, but let's face it, the philosophy of the school is Christianity. That you know that you and your teachers of your child are going to work together. Because the common factor, the benefactor of this is your child. To put time into that. To really watch which friends he hangs around and try to avoid all those things that are not going to make him to be the man you want him to be. There are going to be times that your tears are going to come to your eyes. Sometimes tears of sadness, but many a time tears of joy. When you see your judgment on the first day of graduation, kindergarten, grammar school or high school, walking up the aisle to receive the diploma. Yes, your eyes will fill with tears because you have accomplished your goal. Because the parents' goal is to see the success of their children. And so I ask you to be good parents, to take time and talk to Joshua. Because before you know it, he is going to be a young boy and he is going to ask questions. I ask you in a very special way to take care of him, because sometimes the way we talk men is not like women talking to a boy. And you be there for him. The best thing that you can invest in this boy is your time. And to try to understand that tomorrow he is going to give what you have invested in him. Because nobody gives from one never receives. And you know what the world we are living in. A world of drugs and alcohol. Don't think that your child is going to be exempt from this, because he's not going to be in a globe. And that's why you have to watch. And you have to see what your child is doing. So that when you see the problem, not by hollering and throw him out of the house, but sit down with him and bring some sense of his pain. And if you cannot do it, there are professional help. Unfortunately, sometimes that will be helpful in others. My dear parents, we pray for you. We pray for you that your life as parents will be the best. And I hope that the community understand that they need to help you by their example, by their really assistance, that they are constantly there for you, especially by their way of reaching out to you. And this is what a community, we call it vibrant community. It's not knowing each other on Sunday because we sit in the same pew. But we are concerned about our neighbor, not because we are nosy, but because we want to give a hand. Because we want to be there when there is sickness, when there is things that are really upsetting that family. When we can reach out before we are even asked to reach out to them. And that's what I call it, a vibrant and welcoming community. My dear parents, as we say, your job as parents is not easy. But your vocation is very vital. I called you, you are the builders of society. You are the builders of tomorrow's church. Don't take it lightly. We need you because you are, as we say, the hinge that really opened the door for tomorrow. And by your enduring, and by your love and your time that you give to the children of yours, you are going to give society people who can stand on their feet, who can think with their heads, and they don't need others to make judgments for them or even sometimes decide their lives. May the Lord bless you. May you have many, many years of happiness together. And may your children, whom you love so much, will be grateful for you in your days when you have, as we call them, the golden years. May we, as a community, welcome you. They are coming from Sicklerville. They are coming to Hamilton. God bless you. That's all I can say. And I hope and pray that whatever we begin, as Angel said, God will bring it to